Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning.
Well, I think for Miami, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Norman Powell out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo, then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Hero in at the 2-guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's Powell, following the score by Minnesota. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. And it's Miami's ball. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. The ball's knocked loose. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Brian?
Ali, thank you.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Wiggins knowing exactly when to assert himself in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Randall. Banked it in off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Powell outside. Wiggins from long range. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, if you give Wiggins enough space, he will take and make those type of shots. Very decisive out there.
Back to Randall. Outside McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Julius Randle. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Larson comes in for Mitchell. Adebayo a screen on Conley. Here's Hero. Top of the key jumper, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Hero against Conley. Reed a screen on Hero. Conley passes to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Jaquez, the pass to Wiggins. Hero for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Hero does not lack confidence shooting the basketball, particularly from deep.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes a step back. Here's Dillingham, and the bucket is good. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Hero against Conley. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Nice D from Reed.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Minnesota up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dillingham out there with Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
So it's Miami now, following the score by Minnesota. The 3 ball. Powell's shot is off.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Randall. His last outing, we saw him score 22. To the paint. The kick out to Conley. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Miami. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
That's good from Dillingham on the assist by Randall. Dillingham's got his second basket of the game. Here's Powell. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Ware. Hero comes in for Larson. And Mitchell subbed in for Smith. 3 on the clock. Hero, no good.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's the break. And finishes in the open floor.
Well, few bigs in this league can run with Adebayo on the break. He has tremendous mobility.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Hero. Outside Mitchell. Here's Powell. Yet to see a basket. Just 5 to shoot. Hero for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Now here's Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Knocked away. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. To the middle. Here's Randall. Uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for Julius Randle.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Here's Mitchell. Hero on the wing. From the arc. And again, no good by Miami. To the inside, McDaniels. book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Hero. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Miami shooting their 1st free throw of the night.
What's up?
That one misses for Hero. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota up 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. You know, in many ways it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
I think for the Timberwolves, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and you need to know it. A poet.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Tyler Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Mitchell in at the 1. Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to Randall. Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." BA, back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And to be a superstar in this league, you need more than talent. Personality, confidence are keys too. And we know Anthony Edwards has loads of both.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. Miami in second.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
Wiggins with it. Checked by Randall. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Gobert. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Hero. Wiggins outside. Takes the three. That one is cash from Wiggins.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Now Randall. 6 on the shot clock. They double Randall. Here's Gobert. Gobert showing his skill inside.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Heat trail by 9. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
6 to shoot. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Outside, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Adebayo passes to Powell. Back to Adebayo. On the wing, Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Mitchell. Second chance shot. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, no easy paths to the rim when Gobert is down low. I mean, he just bats it away with ease.
Edwards against Hero. Now Edwards. He's got 7. Lets it go. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Minnesota. They lead by 14. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham, and it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. For 3, Randall. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Larson. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates. Man, he is an impressive passer for his position.
Minnesota leading by 12. Outside Reed. Randall left side. The rebound by Ware. And for Miami, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Miami moving it around. Adebayo sets a screen. Adebayo on the take. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Well, few big men in this league are better off the bounce than Adebayo.
Here's Conley. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Miami also changing it up. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Ware. Norm Powell comes in for Jaquez. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Larson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Adebayo sets a screen. 5 on the clock. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Now Randall. Randall draws the double. Now DiVincenzo. Edwards. The free ball is down. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Randall. With the clock winding down, and he slams it down.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
And when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
Outside DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Edwards. Oh, the long ball, no good. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 14. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, those are the instincts of a pure scorer. Tyler Hero is going to get to his number, whether it's from the field or from the line.
2 shots. Tyler Hero.
And that one falls for Hero. He's perfect from the line this time. Conley looking for an opening. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.